Welcome back, guys. So you can check out those things I told you Claude could design, but right now I want to test some of it right away. We're not going to test all of it, so I'm just going to test some of it that I feel it will be important to you. So right now I want to design a brand guideline. So I want to design a brand guideline for Business Knob. So I'm going to use this Claude to do that design. So I have a logo already. So all I have to do is to get my logo, of course. So I need to get my logo. I need to get the Business Knob logo right here. So this is Business Knob right here. As you could see it, this is Business Knob. So I would say to I want to create a brand guideline for Business Knob. Use the color code in the attached image as a primary and secondary color. And secondary color, you could add a tertiary color on your own volition as a professional graphic designer and brand director. So we have the logo attached to this. Of course. And right now, we want to get a design out. We want to get a brand guideline out. So design my brand guideline for me. Okay. So design a fully kitted brand guideline for this brand. So it's all about your prompts. So I just prompted this and let's see what the results will be. So let me have this sent. We have different version of Cloud. As you could see, we have Sonnet, we have Haiku, so most capable for ambitious work and other things. So we have other models right here, but let's leave it at the default model, which is Sonnet 4.6. So I'm going to have this sent and let's see how it goes on and on to generate a brand guideline for us. And let's see how we can actually inculcate that into the practicality of using Cloud to make designs. So let's see how that goes for us. So now we'll be able to design the brand guideline, and this gives us an idea of what we just created. So we have the full brand guideline right here, the brand manual, a comprehensive identity system. So it did all this, and basically we could actually look into it and see how we can edit this right now. So you have your brand guideline right here, but what do we do with it? So I would say, remember, how do we sound? So if you were to download this, it's going to download it as an HTML document, but we want to make it a PDF file. So I'm going to try to attach the image. Yes, just for the sake of it, I'm going to try to attach the image of the brand, that is the logo. So I'm going to try to attach it right here. So I'm going to say this is the logo. Yes, this is the logo. Okay, so we have this one. So I'm going to attach that for one. Then I'm going to attach another one for two. So I'm going to find another one to attach this for two. So I'm going to say these are the actual logos and the application of it. Make sure it is sync in the doc in the PDF file. Yes, it could be PDF file or a PPTS. Yes, let's do a PPTS in the PPTS file so that we can edit. Remember, in the PPTS file you'll be creating as the official brand guideline. So because it's missed the logo, it was giving a generated logo for itself. So we want you to attach this into this out so that it fits into what we need. So let's see what the whole results will be. So let's have this sent and see what the whole results will be. So if it's not good enough, then we go to edit on ppts or canva. So let's see, let's have this sent right now. So I'm going to send this right away just to have an adjustment and get a ppts file at the very end so that I can download that and we can do some adjustments. So let's wait for that result right now. So now I tried to create a document out of this, a ppts, which is a presentation slide out of this for the brand guidelines. So let's see what the results would be like. So now it's setting up the environment and let's see how that works. So it fails to load the document. Let me just refresh and get that out. So here we have this right now. So I'm going to continue and let's get a result out of this. So something about Claude is that it has a lot of limits. You get limited and all those things, but what you can do is basically to get a Claude AI Pro. Yes, you can get a Claude AI Pro to increase your limit. So to get that, you can come to guideline to get cheap tools or discounted tools. So when you come to www.guideline like this, you would see different tool sets you can get right now, and Claude AI is one of those two sets you can get. So instead of paying 333,000 naira every year for Claude AI Pro, and it has its own limit as well, but it is better than free. So you can get it for a 40,000 naira instead of this. So this is a public access, as you could see, but it can get your work done in no time. So in case you hit limit and you have to wait for some hours before you execute your task and all that, these are ways you can actually use the pro version of Claude. So by the way, let me go back to what we're doing right now. So we're trying to create this, we're trying to create the ppts file for this particular brand guideline. So let's wait for that to give us our results. So let's see what was created with the ppt. So all I have to do is to open this using my ppt right now, so I could see what was done with right now. So this is the ppt file and here we are. So we have the ppt file right here. Okay, so I'm trying to open the ppt file so we can see what we have right away. So let me close this and let me get this back. So let me see the document, the actual document, so we can see what to edit and what not to edit. So come to downloads and see. So here is the brand guideline right here. So I'm going to click on this just to open the ppts, and here we are. So we have this open and it says PowerPoint found a problem with content. PowerPoint can attempt to repair presentation. So let's repair it and let's see. So here we have this right now, and this is the pptx file for the official brand guideline. As you could see, it has inputted business snob. It has found a way to actually input it, and we have it in what we have right now. So business snob goes this way, and here we have the story behind the brand, we have the logo, we have the application. Of course, everything goes well. So everything has been fixed as we instructed. So we have a full brand guideline right here. So all we have to do now is to make sure we transform this to PDF. So here we have the full brand guideline, which is something I admire a lot. So we can actually carry on with what we are doing right now. So this is the full brand guideline. So if it was me, I can actually edit this just to cover the whole space, because that's the most important thing. So we have something like this, and this covers this whole space this way. Okay, so this works for me, this works fine for me. I could do some basic edits, as you just saw what I just did right now. So I could take this out right now and make sure this comes this way. So we have something like this, and we have this business snob. You could actually bring a better image for this. Yes, we could bring a better image for this, which would be, so I'm going to bring in image. So to insert that, I'm just going to come to insert here, and I'm going to bring in pictures. that we could use from the device. So for business now, so I'm going to come right here and I'm going to get a very interesting image. I'm going to get something like this, and this comes to replace what we have here currently. So I'm going to replace this. I'm going to replace what we have here with this. Okay, so we have that business knob same as this. So I'm going to control D this just to have something like this. So I could take this out, I could take these ones out. So all I have to do is to try to delete this, and I could easily do that by cutting it out. Then we have something like this, comes this way, and there we are. So we have this. So that has been fixed. We could go on and on, and visual language beyond the logo. So we have visual languages like this, and we have the position in system, we have every other thing looking great. So I think we have a brand guideline right away. So all I have to do now is to save it as a PDF file. So I'm going to save as PDF. I'm going to save in PC. Of course, I have a dedicated folder for business now. So I'm going to go into the folder right now to have this brand guidelines saved. So I'm going to say business knob official brand guideline. Okay, and this now I'll save it as a PDF file. So I'm going to come right here to save it as PDF. Then I'm going to have a separate folder for business knob promotional material. Okay, so it can go into this very folder. Yes, perfect. And I'm going to have that saved right now. So we're going to have that saved, and I want to go check what I just did right now. So I'm going to come to business now, and I'm going to come to the promotional material. Then we have a PDF right now. So let's see what we have. So I'm going to use my escape key. So we have a PDF right away. So let me open what we just did. So this is the PDF file, and this is the full brand guideline we created with Claude. So you could create for different brands and all that. Just do your basic edit, make sure everything is intact, and you could come on to edit whatever you want to edit. So we have this, I have about 12 slides. So let's see, is the 12 complete? So let's see what we have right now. So we have the 12 right now. Actually, we have the 12 style. So that is this about this. So you could do more of this, but we have a full brand guideline right now, and we can go on to proceed on how Claude could actually help us in designing our design assets and to help us as a graphic designer and content creator. I hope to see you in the next lesson. See you there.